Michigan and Michigan State playing college basketball tomorrow, Gator.
Oh, boy.
I'm just going to make this comment because I'm a true believer in this. Not everybody feels this way, but I think I am in favor of all the adults making sure the temperature in this rivalry is taken down a notch. And so I'm going to say this, and I mean it very sincerely. I hope both teams have fun. I kind of will take that stance until we kind of maybe have a recentering, which I think is necessary.
Well, I mean, unfortunately, there was a recent comment in a podcast that has been associated with Hunter Dickenson, though he didn't say it, and he wasn't part of it at that time, but he has been part of the podcast in the past, where the guy made a reference to Tom Izzo and Hitler.
Mm-hmm.
And it's absolutely ridiculous to do that. And Hunter Dickinson this week kind of, distanced himself as much as he could with it, or at least in his mind as much as he could. I'm not sure if he went far enough with it to say that has nothing to do with me. I mean, I think he could have said things a lot more strongly. That being said, it doesn't matter because it's just out there. And the fact that, he's on the Wolverines, and there's already, we know about the rivalry and what happened with the tunnel incident and all that. I think everything's been ramping up to see what the next event is between these two teams, and it happens on the basketball court now at Michigan State. The Izzone, I imagine, is going to have a bunch of different chants that they're going to have going forward.
Well, Gator, let me get back.
You talk about the adults in the room. The adults have to be Tom Izzo and Juwan Howard. And
I will say, and again, I think Hunter's association with that is not good, and I go back to the adults.
Yeah.
I think it's up to the adults to take the temperature
down.
People
podcast aren't really adults. So, but Juwan Howard's going to have to do some damage control here, too. Or not damage control, but I think he's going to have
everybody, again, the adults could all take the temperature down. With that said, both teams are playing better.
Well, they're definitely playing better, which is good because I don't think they're, early in the season, I don't think there's a whole lot of high hopes for either program. Michigan State's won 5 in a row. They played really well defensively during this stretch. But there's nothing you look at with Michigan State's team and say, oh, that's a team that's going to make a deep run. Michigan's team has a lot of, young talent as well, but they haven't played to their level, but they're playing better. And they're playing themselves back into a position where he's like, okay, another tournament team. But can either team make a run? I mean, that's months down the road. It doesn't matter. What matters is that the rivalry is so huge and spicy right now that this should be a very entertaining basketball game that starts tomorrow at 2:30.